Hey, hello, what's up everyone? In this video, I'm going to teach you about the Muhurtas. So before beginning, if you guys not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon and click like button. And if you guys have any doubt after watching this video, please do mention that in my below comment section, okay? And yes, please like and follow my Facebook community page, Parikshith Astrology also. So let's begin. Now, coming to Muhurta. So, Muhurta is a period of two gatis or 48 minutes. In actual use, Muhurta is a moment created by various positions of planet containing certain vibrations or promises for any actions, process, or life starting at that time. So, variables of Muhurta, that is Ayana, month, Nakshatra, Tithi, Var, Yoga, or Lagna, so etc. So, these are the types of Muhurtas, okay? So, it is important for auspicious events like marriage or entering a new house. Okay, that is known as Graha Pravesha. The first most important part of Muhurta is Tithi. So there are actually total 30 Tithis. So first half of the month is known as 15 Tithi, and the next half of the month is the another 15 Tithi. So first 15 Tithi is known as Shukla Paksha, the bright half. The next 15 Tithi, that is the next second part of the month, is known as Krishna Paksha or the dark half. So classifications of tithis. So for Muhurta purpose, tithis are classified into 5 groups as follows. So first and the most tithi is the Nanda tithi. Second is Bhadra tithi. Third is Jaya tithi. Fourth is Rikta tithi. Fifth is Purna tithi. So in Nanda tithi, there are actually 3 types. Those are the first, which is the Pratama, then sixth, then 11th. Then these are the tithi of bright and dark half. Okay. So bright half is the first and the sixth, like that. So you can calculate it. Okay. Next, Bhadra is the second, 7th, 12th tithi of the bright and dark half. So same thing goes for Jaya, 3rd, 8th, and 13th tithi of the bright and dark half. Rikta is the 4th, 9th, and 14th tithi of the bright and dark half. So Purna tithi is the 5th, 10th, and 15th or 30th tithi of the bright and dark half. So you might have heard this Pratama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturdashi, or Panchami, or Shashti, Saptami, Navami, Ashtami, and Dashami, Ekadashi, Dwadashi. So like that, those are the different tithis. So Pratama belongs to first, which is the Nanda. Next comes the Dvitiya, which is the second, belongs to Bhadra. Next, Tritiya, which belongs to Jaya, which is the Akshaya Tritiya. So something like that is there, which is a very good auspicious. Okay. And next is the Chaturdashi, which is the Rikta. Next is Panchami, which is the Purna. Next is Shashtami, which is the sixth, the Nanda. And again comes Saptami, Bhadra, Ashtami, Jaya, which is good. Navami, which is Rikta, which is bad. Then comes the Dashami, which is Purna. Then comes Ekadashami, which is Nanda. Then comes Dwadashi, which is Bhadra. So on. Okay. Now, important note you need to make down here is good tithi is for Jaya or Purna or Nanda used for Muhurta. So Jaya, which is the third one, which is the first most important tithi. Then comes the Purna tithi. Then comes the Nanda tithi. So that means the third one, the fifth one, and the first one, guys. Okay. So in the Jaya tithi, the eighth one, which is the Ashtami, is the most important and the auspicious tithi for the Muhurta, guys. Okay, that you need to make a note of. Now, coming to bad tithi. So there is something known as bad tithi, which is the worst tithi. Those are Bhadra or Rikta, not considered for Muhurta. So there is also known as Titikshaya. Tithi starts after sunrise and ends before the next sunrise. Means a particular tithi which was not prevailing at the time of sunrise is Tithi Vriddhi. Tithi prevails at 2 sunrise times. Means a particular tithi prevails at 2 sunrises times. Tithi Gandanta junction point of Tithi, last one gati of 24 minutes of Purna, and first one gati 24 minutes of Nandi is the junction point. Okay, that's how the Tithi is calculated generally. Now, rules to consider: Titikshaya is not to be considered for Muhurta. Tithi Vriddhi is not to be considered for Muhurta. Tithi Gandanta is not to be considered for Muhurta. Okay. Now, as I told you, good tithis are Jaya tithi, then comes Purna tithi, then comes the Nanda tithi. In Jaya tithi, Ashtami, that's the 8th Jaya tithi becomes important. So like that you need to calculate. And keep the muhurta. Okay. Now, second important part you need to consider in order to calculate the muhurta is the nakshatra, guys, which is the Tara Bala, as people say. So, Tara is nothing but the nakshatra. Bala means strength. So, strength of the nakshatra, while considering that is the strength of the planet Moon. So, there are actually 27 nakshatra, as you know. One is the Abhijit nakshatra, which is the recent one. I mean, it's actually there from before itself, but generally people are considering it now. Now, coming to Tarapala, see guys, it's a unique combination of an individual's Janma Nakshatra, birth star, and the Nakshatra of the day on which Murta is determined by the individual to carry out an auspicious activity. Okay. So, first, if you calculate the Tarapala, then 80% of the Murta will be over. Okay. Only 20% remaining will, I'll come to you guys. Those will be yogas or those will be Vara, and those will be the Tithi. Okay. Tithi, I have already told you. Then comes the yogas and the Vara. Coming to Tarabala, guys. So a combination of Janma Nakshatra and Days Nakshatra which adds strength to Muhurta. So divided into 9 as below. So those are Janma, Sampat, okay, Vipat, Shema, Pratyari, Sadak, Vada, Maitri, and Adi Maitri. So Janma is generally it's a bad, okay, and Sampat is actually wealth giving this thing, and Vipat is disaster, Shema is wellness or happiness, Pratyari is Nara, Bali, that is like a scapegoats, which is again bad or the worst you can consider. Sadhaka means achievement, you are going to achieve something, and Vada means killing, okay, which is bad. Maitri means friendships or togetherness. Adi Maitri means close friendship. Okay. Now, this is general chart. Okay. There is something known as first triad, second triad, or third triad. So, Janma, Maitri, Sampat, Vipat, or Kshema, Pratyeri, Sadhaka, Vadi, and Adi Maitri. So, in the first triad, Brigashira, Ardha, Punarvasu, Pushya, Ashlesha, Maganakshata, so on, like Uttarashada or Asta or Punarvasu or Purvabhadra. So, those things will become close to each other. Okay. So if you're born in Hasta, okay, then Shravana Rohini will become the Janma for you. Okay. How I will tell? Because Hasta is ruled by planet Moon, Shravana is ruled by planet Moon, and Rohini is also ruled by planet Moon. So if you want to calculate this, I'll just share my another screen in the Wikipedia where you will get to know. So first Janma is number 1. You calculate like this. Janma is number 1, which means if you are Hasta and person is also Hasta or another person is also Hasta, if you want to calculate, I'll just share my screen. First, if you are Hasta Nakshatra and the Janma is, let's say for example, if Moon is in Hasta Nakshatra and you want to keep the Murta on the particular date, let's say for example, 25th of November, and if that 25th of November is Rohini Nakshatra and Moon is also in Nakshatra, so that becomes Janma. Why? Because see, Hasta Nakshatra ruled by planet Moon, okay, and Rohini Nakshatra is also ruled by planet Moon. That's why it becomes the Janma Nakshatra. So it's bad. So Sampat. So if you want to calculate a Sampat, so it's the second from the Nakshatra that you are born. So let's say, for example, if you want to start your own business, okay, and that business date is, let's say, November 14th. Okay, November 14th, let's say, for example, if you're a Hasta Nakshatra and November 14th is Chitra Nakshatra, okay, which is the second from the Hasta Nakshatra. So that becomes Sampat. So like that, you need to calculate. So I'll share you my screen. You'll clearly understand. So as I told, Hasta Nakshatra, if a person born in Hasta Nakshatra and that person wants to start his or her own business. So for business, Sampat will give the wealth, and Sampat is something nothing but generating money or giving money to that person. So second is the Sampat, right? So this one, Janma means 1. So you need to calculate from here. So this becomes 1. This becomes number 2. So you need to keep Muhurta where Chitra Nakshatra on that particular day where moon is in Chitra Nakshatra, on that day you need to start the business, or the person should start the business. Okay, like that you need to calculate. Okay, now let's say for example, if the person wants to achieve something in his or her life. Okay, so for that you need to calculate sixth from your nakshatra. So let's say if you're born in Rohini Nakshatra, okay, and from here the sixth nakshatra, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is the Aslesha Nakshatra. So whenever the moon transiting the Aslesha Nakshatra, on that day you can do some good work, or you can achieve something. Okay, if you start on that day. For people who are born in Rohini Nakshatra, like that you need to calculate it. Okay, guys. Now, if you want to make a friendship with a person, it might be best friend or only friend, that doesn't matter. So 8th from your nakshatra or 9th from your nakshatra will be very good. Now let's say for example, if you are born Kritika Nakshatra, moon in Kritika Nakshatra, and if you want to make a friend or close friend, let's say business partner, like that. Okay, for that, if moon is transiting Magha Nakshatra or Purva Falguni Nakshatra, then only you can make a very good business partner with other person, or you can make a very good friendship. Okay, like that you can take it. So that's how the Muhurta is calculated, guys. Now let's say for example, if you're born in Mrigashira Nakshatra and you want to get happiness of something, so then moon should transit the Pushya Nakshatra. Why? Because if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, so fourth is the Kshema house, which is the thing for the happiness. Okay, you will get a happiness. So moon should transit Pushya Nakshatra if you are born in Mrigashira Nakshatra. So that's how you need to calculate. Now let's say for example, if you are born Shatpisha Nakshatra and you want to get wealth and you want to start business, so then you need to keep a Murta where moon will be transiting the Purva Bhadra Nakshatra. Okay, that's how you need to calculate. Now, if you're born in, let's say, Anuradha Nakshatra, and if you want to achieve something, then sixth from itself, from Anuradha, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then moon should be transiting the Shravana Nakshatra. Okay, then only you will achieve something. So, like that. Now, that's how the Tara Bala is calculated, and you need to keep Murta according to the Tara Bala also. Tara Bala becomes the most important thing, then comes the Tithi. Okay. Now, next comes the yoga, guys. So, yoga is when the joint motion of longitude of sun and moon amounts to 13 degree 20 minutes arc in 360 degree. So, there are total 27 yogas. One is Vishkuba, second is Preeti, third is Aishmana, fourth is Sobaya, fifth is Shobana, sixth is Atiganda, seventh is Sukarma, 8th is Dhriti, 9th is Shula, 10th is Ganda, 11th is Vriddhi, 12th is Dhruva, 13th is Vyagata, 14th is Arshana, 15th is Vajra, 16th is Siddhi, 17th is Vyatipata, 18th is Varyan, 19th is Pariga, 20 is Shiva, 21 is Siddha, 22 is Sadhya, 23 is Shubha, 24 is Shukla, 25 is Brahma, 26 is Indra, 27 is Vaitriti. Now, in yogas, if you want to avoid Vishkuba, you need to avoid Atiganda, Shula, Ganda, Vyagata, Vajra, Vetipata, Parigaha, Vaitriti. These are the things, or these are the yogas that you need to avoid while you are keeping the Muhurta. Okay. So, yeah, this is it for today, guys. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe below, or else I will see you in the next video. So if you want any consultancy, please do contact you by given below WhatsApp number, or else mail me also. So until and unless, thank you, bye bye, love you, take care.